So last video we knocked out this quick and easy little puzzle that I remember from my youth. Kind of took myself down a trip on memory lane, remembering doing a puzzle real similar to this over the Christmas holidays when we would go visit the relatives. Saw a couple people say that they might actually sell and do well. To be honest, I never even thought about selling it, but I had some friends and family stop over, gave them the puzzle to kind of toy around with, and even friends and family were interested if I wanted to sell it or not. Don't really want to sell this one. This one I kind of like for personal reasons, but I had the kids playing with it a little bit off and on, and it's a little bit advanced for them. So we're going to knock out a few more puzzle builds that are more kid-friendly, but still enough to challenge an adult. Let's build it. So this first one we're going to do, I got a busted up scrap of walnut that should fit the bill. Of course, we're going to need trusty paracord and a little metal ring. We're stepping up from the garage washer. Let's get this over to the table saw and get it trimmed up. Just going to square this up with the width of the board, then take it over the drill press and drill a hole on center. Do this nice and slow so it's nice and clean. Got our stick of walnut all sealed up and dry. Let's get to assembly. First step, get some paracord unwound here. We're going to thread it through the hole there. Give ourselves a little extra. And just going to fold it and make a loop. Put the ring around the loop and thread the paracord over the stick so it's underneath. Now we can pull in some slack, and what we want is for this ring to not be able to go over the end of this stick. So you'll have to do some jockeying, and personally I think it needs to get really close, at least close enough to frustrate the person trying to solve the puzzle. So give a little more slack. Yeah, that'll take in just a hair more. There we go. So even trying to stretch it, it's not going to end up going over the end of the stick. So we're going to pinch that and just do a regular knot here. Tighten this knot up. And trim your end. And this is what we got here. So I got the knot on the back right now. We'll clean that up. But what you want is even with some good force, you're just not going to be able to quite get that ring over the bottom. I'll go ahead and trim this up and singe it. Got our knot cut, melted down a little bit. One thing I did notice with the other puzzle is people started fiddling with the knots. I got a solution for that. We are just going to take a little bit of super glue and soak into this paracord to keep people honest, we'll say, just in case they want to try to find the easy way out. So be a little bit liberal with it, let it kind of soak in there, and let that dry up. And there we have it. Got the super glue all dried up. Use a little bit of activator to help speed it up. That knot isn't going anywhere. Kind of a real cute, simple little puzzle that ring's not going to come off there. Not going to be able to pry it off either way. But let's get to the next build and I'll show you the solution to this at the end. This next one, got a offcut a cherry I had from another project. It's a little warped now since it's been sitting in the shop, but still pretty good. Has some extra sapwood on one side. But for this project, I think it will actually work pretty darn good. So let's get to the table saw. Not overly concerned with the dimensions on this. I'm just gonna rip two pieces down that look and feel good in the hand. Then take them over to the miter saw, get them squared up and both the same size. Got our two pieces of cherry cut up. Gonna find center on each end, put two holes in each one. Got these two all done up now, got them cut to size, rounded over on the router, and the holes drilled, just need some sanding. And I'm gonna kind of gussy this job up with some of these. Just a little round ball from the hobby store. Gonna take these over to the drill press, get a hole drilled in them, and do a little quick sanding. Got all our pieces here, and we're gonna start out with about 3 lengths of the wood piece here for our paracord. I should stick to doing things right-handed. Gonna singe this off quick. Oh, we'll go through this way. Nah, we'll go through this way. We'll go through, take one of our little balls, thread that through, and we'll tie a knot here. Something to take note of here, I drilled these holes too small for this trick to work. So I had to go back, cut the cords, re-drill the holes proper. You'll see the proper size holes at the reveal. Go through the other way, take another one of the balls, and tie another knot. Eventually. And this is what we end up with. Now we're going to do basically the same thing on the other piece. Take roughly 3 lengths. Singe it off. Singe this off for the future use. We'll go ahead and didn't singe that one off. Put that through. Do a knot. Go through, but this time we're going to go under this loop and then we'll go back out. Thread on a ball. Struggle to tie a knot. And there. Now I'm going to take care of these ends here quick and put some super glue on the knot, and we'll be back at the end to show you the solution. For this next one, I got another piece of walnut second that I picked up on sale. It's a little rough, has a couple knots in it. Didn't really plane down real great, which I'm guessing is why it's a second since it's so thin, but we should be able to straighten this edge and just take a section of it here. So let's get it to the table saw. Got this piece all ripped down at the table saw. Let's see what else we're going to use with it. So we got our piece of walnut ripped out. I'm going to use a ball and of course a ring. The only constraints is you need to have this ring be able to slide completely over your wood strip that you're going to use. And I'm going to drill 2 holes in this little piece, but I don't want the ball to be able to go through, so I'm going to find a Forstner bit that's a little bit smaller than this ball. Found a proper size Forstner bit. Take this drill in nice and slow so they come out really clean and there's little cleanup. Got both these pieces drilled out. Gonna put a quick finish on them of lacquer and we'll get to the assembly. Down to assembly. I saved you the struggle of watching me mess with paracord, but we want about just a little over 4 lengths of whatever you're using for the main puzzle body. Fold it in half. Keep your lines straight. We're going to go through, bring your loop out, and bring your ends through. So you have that. Put your ring on. Thread these through the front hole. Thread your bead on. Tie this off into a knot. Tighten it down. And you'll end up with something that looks like this. Now I'm going to go ahead and trim these ends off, super glue the knot per the norm to keep the cheaters at bay, and we'll get to the solution. Okay, solution time. Now I've actually built these in range of difficulty. This would be the most easiest out of the 3, and this one is a little more difficult, and this one kind of in the middle, I guess. The last 2 are fairly similar, but let's move these out of the way and we'll get down to the first one. So this is a great puzzle for kids. Gets their minds going. Doesn't look like it's possible, but all you have to do, move that ring around through the string. That simple. To reset it, up the stick, and pull the ring. Real basic puzzle, great for people that don't do puzzles a lot or kids that are just starting to wrap their mind around weird concepts like knots and loops. Pretty solid puzzle. Next up, this one, after my hole fixes. And this one, there's all sorts of ways that I've seen people hem and haw, and they try to do weird things with it. But this has another easy solution. Take the loop, doesn't matter which side, thread it through the hole, over the bead. That simple. And to reset, just do the same thing. Through the hole, around the bead, and it's locked again. Now the third one. Looks fairly simple. Of course, you can go around in circles all day long, let people fiddle with it, but take your loop, pull it tight through the hole, over the bead and knot, pull it back through, the ring's off. Then to reset it, thread it through one end, put your ring on, pull it tight, through the hole again, over the bead, all the way over the bead. Pull your ring, and you're back where you started. So there you have 3 real simple, easy puzzles that you can honestly knock out in an afternoon. You can knock this whole set of 3 out in a couple hours in the afternoon. Don't know if they would be sellable or not, but it seems there is some interest in puzzles. Thanks for coming along with me, and if you found this video entertaining, feel free to give me a like, drop a comment, or if you haven't already, give me a subscribe. Thanks for watching.